Hello, today I'm going to start the topic Azure architecture. Okay, so the topic is resource management hierarchy. Okay, in this hierarchy, you can see that there are four main elements, that is, um, management groups, subscriptions, resource groups, and resources. As you can see that the management groups are on the top of the hierarchy, and then subscriptions, and then resource groups and resources. Okay, now let's see each element one by one. First element which we are going to see is resources. Okay, in easy way we can say that whatever we create in Azure website or Azure portal, whatever we create that is our resources. For example, we create virtual machines, databases, storage accounts. Those all are resources. Okay, in the hierarchy the resources are on the bottom of it. Also there is a term that is resource groups. Resource groups means that it is a group of resources. Okay, now the next element is subscriptions. In hierarchy the subscription is a layer upper than the resource groups. Okay, a subscription acts as a container for our resources, and constraint applies on this level, that is on subscriptions. Okay, next element is management groups. Okay, it is at the top of the hierarchy, that is on above to the subscriptions. Okay, it acts as a container for multiple subscriptions. Okay, management rules allows to apply policies and access controls consistently across all the subscriptions with an edge. There are also a layer above the management groups are, that is root management groups on with which all the management groups are attached. Okay, now the next topic is Azure plans. Okay, Azure offers two main billing models for using its cloud services. Although a model also has been introduced, that is pay as you go, enterprise agreements, and Microsoft customer agreement, that is MCA. Okay, now let us discuss about it one by one. First one is pay as you go, that is pay only for those resources which you are using, or you can say that pay only for those whatever you are using. And the spelling is based on the monthly or hourly consumption of resources. Okay, this billing option is ideal for a small scale deployments organizations. Okay, in this payment model, we are not tied with any kind of commitment, due to which uh, we can we can stop our service anytime. Okay, we can also scale our resources up to town as needed. The next is enterprise agreement. Okay, in this pricing model, the customer to commitment with the Microsoft team for mm, long time, that is 2 to 3 years or 4 years, that that the customer will access or get benefit of the service without breaking it. Okay, in return the customer gets discount pricing on Azure services compared to pay as you go rates. Okay, the customer also gets benefits like centralized billing, spending controls, and access to enterprise grade support plans. Okay, this pricing model is suitable for large organizations. Okay, which have large plans, or you can say that who have long vision plans, who can commit for a long time, or 2 to 3 or 4 years. Okay, payment model is Microsoft Customer Agreement, that is MCA. Okay, in this model We can say that it is a hybrid of pay-as-you-go model and enterprise agreement model. Okay, that is, there is no upfront commitment required with MCA, but we can still get benefits like enterprise agreements. Okay, we get access to free cost management tools. But the problem is it is not available for all kind of customers. They are available for certain customers. Okay, the customer had to check whether this plan is available for him or not. Okay, here are the few key components of the Microsoft Cloud's infrastructure, which is built in different layers. Okay, the first is Azure region, second is availability zone, and the third is data center. Okay, let's discuss it one by one. Okay, data centers are the physical organization or buildings or facilities that contain the hardware like servers, storage, networking equipments needed to run Azure services. Okay, so customers cannot directly interact with data centers when deploying Azure resources. Okay, the region is a geographical area containing at least one but potentially multiple data centers. Okay, that are close to each other and connected with the network with a low latency network. Azure, I think there is 42 Azure regions all over the world. Okay, as you can see on the map that um, as you can see on the map, the all the data centers or that Azure regions pre present. Okay, Azure regions allow customers to deploy applications and data across multiple locations to increase its redundancy and okay, as we know that mm, as we go closer to the data center, the network latency will increase, which boosts the performance. Okay, now going forward. Now the next is availability zone. Availability zones are physical separate locations within Azure region. Okay, each zone has one or more data centers. Um, the requirement of this zone is this availability zones is because while any mishappenings occur and the data of one sectors get disturbed, so the availability zones are made so that it can provide it can work as a backup. It can work as a backup plans. Okay, we can achieve high availability and protect applications from data center failures. Okay, due to these availability zones, all data centers all the data centers are connected with each other. Okay, and we are going to discuss about the two terms data residency and data sovereignty. Okay, the first one is data residency. Let us understand data residency with an example. Take an example of our smartphone and uh, we pick photos and we take photos as our data in our smartphone. We can put our photos in an album wherever we want. Okay, similarly similarly in Azure, having data residency, okay, we can opt where our data is going to be stored. Okay, we can opt our geographical location where our data is going to be stored. Okay, let's discuss about data. severity. Okay, severity is like, for example, so take the same example. If we want uh, the photo to be in a private album so that no one can see the photo. Okay. Similarly, data sovereignty allows us to upload put the data in the data center or data availability zones or whatever. What was that? As a reason, in short, we can say that data sovereignty provide control over the data privacy to the customer or consumer that no one can access. Even the Microsoft team can't access that data. Okay, the main reason for data residency and data sovereignty is to protect data from going outward. For example, in a country, for a country, the data of its country is very important. Okay, uh, with the government or public, no one would like that its data get outside and get studied by others and misuse it. Okay, so here the data residency and data sovereignty came into the role. Okay, as we have discussed earlier, there are two. Actually, there was three, but now I'm going to discuss about only two. Okay, as we have discussed that there are two methods of accessing Azure, that was Azure portal and command line interface. Now I'm going to take it on details. Okay, the first one is accessing Azure from Azure portal. On the screen, you can see that it is the website of Azure where you can see a lot of stuff. Okay, from there we access the Azure. Okay, the second one is accessing Azure from command lines. Azure provides two options for accessing through command line. Okay, the first is Azure PowerShell and the second is Azure command line interface. Okay, Azure PowerShell is a cross-platform, that is system having any OS, Windows, Linux can access, but in Windows it performs great. Okay, same with Azure command line interface. It is also cross-platform, but is great for Linux users. Okay, and also string based. Thank you for today. See you tomorrow. Okay.